Hello, everybody. This is Saletino, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Thank you for joining me in the graveyard. Alright, let's enter this Oblivion gate. Stop digging around. So, Oblivion gates, let's deconstruct. Awesome, excellent. This is the easy one. So, Oblivion gates are really cool. Now, oh, there's my scamp. Oblivion gates are very cool. Cool. I don't know what invisible wall I was hitting there, but I'm past it. So, Oblivion gates. You have to think of them as more like dragons from Skyrim instead of dungeons from Skyrim. The reason being is that shit. While there's, are you only good for one shot? No. Was there a way to disable you? I don't remember, so we're just gonna run. You can't think of them as like traditional Elder Scrolls dungeons where you enter, there's a quest, you go through a loop, and then you come out. That's not the way they work. If I were to draw a comparison to Skyrim, which I'm going to, so you might as well deal with it. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Towers, those things, and these Oblivion Gates are more closely attached to Skyrim's dragons. Now you might say, Sil, you on crack. How is a dungeon where you go to another dimension like fighting a dragon? Well, the answer may surprise you. I don't need to kill that guy. My scamp will do it for me. And that's why we play Conjuration, because I'm lazy. So, shit, I just wanted a circle, didn't I? Yeah. So the reason why I compare Oblivion Gates to dragons is quite simple. It's that there's only so many variations. Now, don't get me wrong, dungeons in Skyrim are very repetitive, but not in terms of content, just in terms of layout. So, if you enter a dungeon in Skyrim, you can be pretty positive that by the time you get to the end of that dungeon, you will somehow have looped your way around and are currently about to walk out the front of said dungeon. Skyrim does this to make it easier for players and to save time, and I don't hate it. And you know what? And a lot of one of those is my Jesus. You last like no time, buddy. All right, that's a lot of mines. Let's whip in a bow here. 1 second. So in Skyrim, they do this to save time. Oh, I don't have arrows equipped. That will automatically happen in Skyrim, by the way. If you don't have arrows equipped, it automatically equips the arrow you have the most of when you go to shoot. In a lot of cases, especially if you're doing like a crypt or like a ruin in Skyrim, it makes a lot of sense because the back door you find your way out of is very much more like an emergency exit for the people who were once there. And that's cool. It just shows some forethought. There's a secret exit so that the people could flee in time of need. And that's pretty cool. But I can see how it gets a little repetitive. Alright, let's actually like thank you. Sorry, I'm just like super involved with the murder of the scamp. There we go. But you know as soon as you go in sort of how the layout of the dungeon is going to play out. You don't know exactly how they're going to get you from A to D, But you know B and C are going to be what's unique about that dungeon, and A and D are going to be very samey. But like, I forgot some of those shoot like ranged fireballs. Fuck. It's dealing damage over time. Let's just heal our way out of that. They couldn't just make mines. They had to make mines that even screw with people who are trying to creatively deal with them. So the reason, like you might say, but you're doing a dungeon, like wouldn't that make sense to compare the two of them? You would think so. But the reason I compare the Oblivion Gates to the Dragon Fights of Skyrim is because there's honestly only like four variations of Oblivion Gates, except for like a main story event, which will happen later. But basically, each of the Oblivion Gates follows like an archetype, and as soon as you enter and see the layout of the gate, if you have an obscene knowledge of the game, or have recently played quite a lot of the game, you can actually recognize which Oblivion Gate you have and just immediately know exactly what to do, where to go, and how to close it. Now, that doesn't mean it's less time consuming. These Oblivion Gates are not so easy to finish that they're like a Skyrim and or a dragon in Skyrim where you can just kill it in seconds. But it does eventually become. Fuck. I wish I remembered the layouts better. Because I don't at all, by the way. So I'm not lost. I'm just not lost. I'm trying to remember which layout this is. But that's how the game works. It only has a very specific number of layouts of Oblivion Gates. So just like dragons, there's only so many types of dragons. They never like throw a ringer at you and like summon a two-headed dragon with like lightning and fire or lightning and ice that like slows you so the other one can like bolt you or something. That never happens. Gotta find my way through this Oblivion Gate. Gotta find my way through it. Gotta look at my map in a bit to see if I missed a door. Aren't you like traps? I know there's eventually like traps like that like jump out of the ground at you. They're very mean. But yeah, so basically like eventually once you've done enough Oblivion Gates, you know immediately how to succeed at them. Now, don't get me wrong, I've done a lot of Oblivion Gates a very long time ago. My dear friend, Night Angel, told me A is the take all button. It is not working. So, I will endeavor to take a look at the hotkeys eventually and figure that out, probably after this video. Now, you might have said you were complaining about that last week. Why didn't you look in the interim? I'm a busy man. Alright, so yeah, we were just supposed to go over here. And eventually, in the past, I have this very, like, specific sort of, like, insane memory. So you know how people can have, let's talk about this, like, eidetic memories? Hey, bad rash fun. Where you remember everything you've ever seen, like you're watching a movie, and you're able to just summon up the scene. I sort of have that, but specifically for video games, so it's completely useless. Now, of course, you're gonna say, well, I mean, it's not completely useless. You play a lot of video games, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't get paid for those. Yeah, but please share my videos with your friends And who knows, maybe one day I can actually make a living doing this stuff. But yeah, so you get this eidetic memory, and did I miss something? I thought there was some sort of fuck my head, man. Normally my memory is pretty sound, but there are things that I do forget. So I don't like to say that I have like that sort of eidetic memory where I remember everything, because it's not flawless for me. It just isn't. I can remember a great deal, and I can pick up a game that I haven't played in years and remember my entire way through. Oh, there's another tower. That's why. It's over there. See, I can remember my entire way through it. But I mean that has limitations, as we're seeing here. I've done dozens of Oblivion games. Like you're talking to the guy who, when he was a lot younger, and got his first 360, his Xbox 360 as a present from his uncle. I Oblivion was the first game I ever owned. I got Oblivion, Halo 3, and Perfect Dark Zero. Uh, because that was all I could afford. Because I spent all my holiday money because no one would tell me that my uncle was getting me an Xbox. They just kept saying, don't spend your money. And I'm like, well, unless you give me a logical reason not to spend my money, shut up. It's my money. And no one would tell me. So I said, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to spend my money. And I did. So when it came time to be like, hey, your uncle bought you an Xbox 360. What? Dude, that's six. Oh, that's good. I like shield effects. Shield effects on self are crazy. I love making armor in this game to have like a huge shield effect, so I just become a walking tank. It's a lot of fun. Oh, there's the scamp. Where are you? Haha. Now don't get me wrong. I loved Halo 3. I've played through Halo 3 dozens of times. And I loved Oblivion. Perfect Dark Zero could, go bite some ass. I mean, it had one cool thing where you could, like, throw a clip of ammo and it would, like, explode like a frag grenade. But beyond that, the game was kind of trash. At least in my opinion. I need to... Oh, there's the switch. Oh. uh, so like I played a lot of Oblivion, and I remember when I was a kid, like if I was like laying in bed and trying to like load up a character with one hand, I would sometimes accidentally like ooh, nice. I would like accidentally delete my character. And it's like, well, great. I've just accidentally deleted 14 hours of work. Time to start over. And I had a map of Cyrodiil, the setting for Oblivion. And I had a map on my wall. Like, I had the map up on the wall. And whenever I would come close, whenever I would find an Oblivion gate, I actually would, like, cut out a piece of paper. Alright, there's the entrance. How the phantom fuck do I get up there again? It looks like it's the simple one where you just loop around the mountain and go up. God damn it. Yeah, those side towers were just useless loot distractions. But, so I literally once had a huge map of Cyrodiil on my wall, completely covered in little dots of paper that I would, like, tape to it. Because whenever I'd find an Oblivion gate, yeah, you can set up a travel point in-game just by discovering it. But, you lose all of that when you start a new character, right? The character has to rediscover them. And I had the genius idea, because I figured Oblivion Gates spawned at very specific locations. And I was right, Oblivion Gates always spawn at specific locations. To make my own map, basically, and on the map indicate all the locations where Oblivion Gates spawn. And I did this because just so that when I made a new character, alright, this is my thinking. I could immediately know where all the Oblivion Gates were, so I could instantly go to places and just farm the best loot. Is this it? Is this where I'm supposed to walk up? No? Alright. I'll keep looking. We'll find our way. I don't care if this video ends up a little long. I can deal with it. I just uploaded an hour match of Paragon. I can deal with a slightly longer Oblivion. See, like, there's the... Oh, you shut up. Like, there's the entrance again. Like... Alright, that fall did way more damage than it deserved to, by the way. Son of a bitch. Alright, so let's just take a quick look around the map here. There's the Oblivion Gate entrance. There has to be a way into there. I'll figure it out. I don't care if we're here all day. But yeah, so I would like mark down all the Oblivion Gate locations. I used to be able to run through Oblivion Gates in literally 3 minutes. I timed it once. Basically, I had a character with such high athletics, with a few items on him that would increase his movement like a crazy amount. So I was just like running, like mad dash. Alright, now that we moved a little further, let's just take a look at the map. Alright. So I used to be able to just like run mad dash through everything. And you say, yeah, but I mean, you're still gonna end up attacked and this, that. Well, that's true, but I also had over 100 illusion. And would just cast invisibility on myself. So I would literally just run through this dungeon, like these Oblivion Gates, invisible, and just repop my invisibility. Oh, wait, here it is. Instead of going down, we just had to turn this way, maybe? No? I've been here before, too. What's down here, then? God damn it, fall damage is crazy in this. That's alright. But yeah, that's how crazy my memory of the Oblivion Gates used to be when I was a little younger. And the game was a little newer, let's be honest. But, and I mean, that was just how I had fun with the game. So, like, I had this main character I played who was just this crazy illusionist. And I would just go invisible and run my way through everything. Because I honestly wasn't that interested in the loot from the containers, because I had pretty good loot. I was mostly concerned with just getting the sigil stone to enchant my gear for free. So I have the hiccups. So I would do those shenanigans where I would like run around. Oh, there it is. Son of a bitch, it was here, and I walked right by it like twice. I'm sorry, everybody. So this is the archetype where there's some towers down here that are useless. Like they literally do nothing. They're just there for loot. And then there's a tunnel in the wall. And through this tunnel I get up to the second layer. And then through the next tunnel I believe I get up into the building. Now this tunnel might take me right into the building. I might be remembering that wrong. But I knew it was there. I just didn't know where it was because I wasn't paying attention. And I am sorry about that. Well, Battle Axe of Frost. That's sexy. Now you might be saying, "Hey, you're getting all sorts of magical." Oh, I did not want those boats. You're getting all sorts of magical items and shit, and I'm like, yeah, but they're trash. They won't even make me a lot of money to sell. To be honest. This is odd. I'm used to there we go. I was gonna say, I'm used to there being all sorts of little monsters in here. Alright, so there's where we came down. Alright, so we go down here. That was another cool thing about these types of Oblivion gates. You'd sometimes have to, like, fall your way down. But, I mean, you always had to, like, double and triple check. Just to make sure you weren't about to fall down one of the ones with lava. Yeah, I saw that door out of here. I'm going to it. Thankfully, we're a low enough level that we're pretty much just dealing with scamps. Which is alright. I wish our conjuration spell was a bit better. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an okay spell. It's just the scamp doesn't last for as long as I would like. Do do do. Do do do. So yeah, I used to have like a really sick knowledge of Oblivion. And I still do at some parts, like. But I mean, a lot of people could probably attest the same, right? So. I know a lot of people who played the shit out of this game and who played the shit out of Skyrim. Let me just double check. Hey, we're up on the second tier. And there's the gate I saw from down below. Which I pointed out was the tell that we were probably in this type of Oblivion gate. Those things sort of like explode in a poisonous gas. We want to avoid those if we can. Here's the door going up. Up. Well, and I'll call Rusty. Ooh, you missed. I think. Maybe. He might have hit me. Have a scamp. I love how in sync their animations are. Ha! Ha! So the cool thing is scamps don't have a lot of mana. They really only have enough to get like... Alright, you die. 2 or 3 fireballs off before they're out. And once a scamp runs out of mana, it just like bum rushes you and starts like football tackling you. I thought that one might last a little longer. He did not. Garbaggio, but 3 gold. Assholes. I think that's all the rocks. We're good to go. Though, just to be careful. Let's heal up to full. Oh, there we go. I accidentally unequipped Chillren there. I would have liked to have summoned someone there, but I really didn't want to fiddle around or risk taking too much damage. So I'll just cut my way through them. I'm pretty sure we're going to be running out of charges on Chillren here soon. Which isn't too big of an issue. I have some soul gems. With souls in them. I believe I found some. Also, I think I may still have that alien stone that fully recharges a weapon. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I just saw it. I either saw the stone or I saw the alien statue. You know what? Now that I say it, I'm pretty sure it was the statue. Either way, you can always just pay for them. It's just expensive. And hey, we're there. So now we just have to climb this tower, and then we can close it, get our sigil stone, and never have to worry about this Oblivion gate ever again. Let's get my Skeletoni up. Oh, he's fighting a scamp on the other side. How many scamps were in here? Come on, hit me. Yay! Good job, skeleton. We do have to look out for traps. There's one there. Yeah. Danger heart. That's another annoying thing. The danger in this game never drop armor because it's like melded to their flesh, which is some bullshit. But you know what? Yeah, we still have our Varla stone. Is there any way to recharge, or do we actually have to go to an item recharger? No, you actually have to go to an item recharger. Well, we can actually just whip this out. We don't need magic. I really don't want to waste the Varla stone because not every alien ruin has one. I don't believe. Either not every alien ruin does, or literally every alien ruin does. And I like to just keep them until I'm like doing like a super hard dungeon or something where I really need it. Or I'm against some sort of boss. Who knows? I'm just very particular about my too good to use syndrome is the gamer term for what I have. Hey, my conjuration leveled up. Oops, I hit my scamp a few too many times there by accident. Was there a health thing up here? No. Alright, we will heal. We did level up, so we're level 3 now, which is good. We're leveling pretty slow. Again, what I like to do, and this is like very meta, which means like I'm playing the game, but not playing the game. Like I'm playing the system, not the game at that point. Uh, I like to choose sneak as a major skill, especially when I play my Argonians because they're naturally inclined to be a little sneaky. But the reason why I do that is because I normally play pretty stealthily, and I just stealth my way through the first few dungeons. So that by the time I get to the first, like that, the ruin we did in the second video, by the time I finish that place, I'm normally like level 5. Just because I've gotten so many stealth skill upgrades from assassinating people. But, we did not do that this time. And I don't know if we're being chased. I don't rightly care. I mean, it's just a scamp. I will kill it. I could have swore there was a way to shut these towers down. I gotta find the door out of here, though. Oh, there it is. There it is. So yeah, I played like 5 hours of Paragon yesterday. Now, admittedly, about I don't know, an hour of those 5 hours was deck building. That was a fun game. If you want, you can check out the first match we played on the new Monolith map on my YouTube channel. Brand new map, brand new game. It's a pretty fun time. Alright, we're at the top. Excellent. One more room to do, and then we're out of here, and we'll be able to end the first video. Let's just very nonchalantly save this. Just when I end the video, I'm going to be alt-tabbing out of the game. And Oblivion and some of the older games don't like it when you alt-tab out of them. And they have a stroke and crash. And I don't want this crashing. Oh, I re-equipped Chillren because I'm an idiot. There it is. I would prefer it not crash, but we'll see. Burden is cool. Burden is definitely a pretty cool enchantment. So one of the big things in this game, that the other Elder Scrolls that are more popular right now, i.e. Skyrim, you might not see is all the various magical effects. Like, yeah, you're gonna see frost damage. You're not gonna see weakness to frost. 10%, that means the next time I hit them, they're gonna take an extra 10% of frost damage. Command humanoid? If I hit a human who's up to level 3 with this, they become my ally? What? Burden? What's burden? So if you hit someone with burden for 15 seconds, it's like they're carrying 10 extra weight. And you can basically make it so that if you hit someone with burden, to increase the amount of weight they're carrying, more than that character's carrying capacity, they become over encumbered and can't move. Stuff like that. It's really fun. And to be fair, you can actually enchant your own gear with burden. So by wearing it, the gear weighs a ton more. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. And there's our central stone. I just died. What happened? What the fuck? I like jumped and it killed me. What? Alright, that's new. Did I hit the beam? I didn't think I hit the beam, but alright. You do you, baby girl. I mean, we're very glad we saved right there. And I mean, it's not going to take me too long to go kill my way through all these scamps again. Yeah, let's get our restoration up. Let's just sit here and drain the life out of one of them. Like, with the actual force. That was really, really weird, guys. Like, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? No, the beam doesn't go higher than the ball. What the fuck killed me? Alright, well, we're just gonna pick it up this time. And we get pistol whipped back outside because we do not belong in that plane of Oblivion. And when everything sort of snaps back into place, it sends you back out. And hey, we just closed our first Oblivion gate. Let's take a look and see what that sigil stone does. Damage fatigue, 4 to 5 fatigue. So this is going on a piece of armor. We're going to put it on the shield. And we are going to name that shield Kavach's Hero. So we have, yeah, 10 points of extra fatigue. That's actual trash tier, by the way. So before we continue with the main quest line and go to the Imperial City, before we do that, because here's the Imperial City, we're going to go on a bit of a pilgrimage and do all the Mages Guild quests. And I'm going to show you all how to join the Mages University and complete that quest line. It's by far my favorite, second favorite quest line in Oblivion, most likely. Because my favorite is still probably going to be the Dark Brotherhood. Just because I just love the Dark Brotherhood. I find the Thieves Guild to be kind of trash in Oblivion. Not... You know what? I consider it on par with Skyrim's Thieves Guild, which is probably like one of my least favorite quest lines to do in Skyrim. I mean, you do it because you get some sick loot, but it's just not as fun. How much gold do we have? 16. So, we could probably finagle our way up to getting a horse, which would make travel a little bit quicker. Or I could just fast travel to places. I believe in Oblivion you're able to just fast travel to cities. Even if you haven't been there, no, I think you still need to journey there. Either way. So, I'm going to end the first video here, then I'm going to go ahead and, move on with my Wednesday. I want to thank everyone for coming by to this episode of Oblivion, where we closed our first non-scripted Oblivion gate. Hopefully the next ones will be faster, I promise. Again, please hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoy the video and you like watching Oblivion be played and like listen to me ramble about Oblivion, share it with a friend. Every viewer counts. And it means a lot to me, basically. Like, it's not like I'm getting paid for it. Damn it makes me feel good. So again, I want to thank everyone for coming by. This is Salerno. I am going to be ending the recording right now.